Okay, so we're going to do a speed run. We have here, everything's pretty much stock except for the receiver and the servo. Every time I tried to do a speed run before, I used a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which was packed in here. This time I'm using 1,400 milliamp 3-cell, which is a lot lighter. I used a 1,300 milliamp 3-cell yesterday and hit 50 miles an hour. But since I didn't have it on video, I didn't want that to be, no way to prove it. The body I'm going to be using is the old beat-up Corvette. There's no back on it. Tires are pretty wore down. We were running it in the street out here. So a lot of it's just going to be me waiting for traffic to go. What we're using for GPS is about all I got. It's my Garmin watch. I can't really see any data until I plug it into the computer. I can see average speed, and that's about it. So let's get this going. Started the timer. And so it's easier to run in a straight line. I have the exponential set on the car. Watch the wheels to about 80%. So that way when I'm going down full speed, if I jar the steering too hard, it's not going to mess it up. Now just to wait for traffic. One more pass. And here comes traffic. Turning this way. Well, this is how it moved. Camera got that got up on the drive shaft. That's probably why it seemed kind of slow. Okay, so we brought our GPS data into an application called Strava. This is my account. It does it as a bike ride. There's the GPS device. It thinks I was on my bike. Average speed 15 miles an hour. Top speed here 43.8. That could have been a number of factors, like the fact that there was so much traffic, it wasn't as warm, the tires weren't gripping as well. To me, it just doesn't feel like that battery, which is supposed to be the same C as the Glacier batteries that I use, didn't seem to work as well. So I'll probably switch back to the Glaciers because I know I topped it out a little bit. So let's go to the second analytical part. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I just have to zoom in so you can't see where I live because I do this right in front of my house. Get a graph here of all the speed runs I did. There's that max 43.2. You can see I hit that a couple of times actually, 44, 43. And then also I get a max power, and that's in watts. And I have a converter up on my screen right here. I don't know if you can see it. That equals 1.7. When it maxed out this much watts, the 1285, that equals 1.74 horsepower, which is about whatever one of my buggies get. That's only based on acceleration, not top speed, so that's not necessarily accurate. So let me pull up my other one that I did yesterday, and you can see my top speed. Okay, and this is the one I did yesterday. I had a max speed of 50.3 miles an hour. Didn't get that on video because I was out there by myself. Let's look at the graph. Okay, so what I noticed on the graph is that when I hit 50.3 miles an hour, what the difference was, I actually went on longer runs. A lot of these other ones I maxed out at 40, but then I immediately braked. So, it wasn't a thing of power, it was a thing of distance, to use all that power out. So 50.3 right there. I want to be able to do that on video. Hopefully I'll do that another day when it's not so busy.
So thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.